All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. I will call to order the zoning administrator hearing. Today is August 30th. It is 5 p.m. And if you are here for a specific item on the agenda and if you wish to speak, please fill out a pink slip and then hand it to our clerk if you do wish to speak on any of the items or the one item that is on tonight's agenda. So with that, I will, if I could ask if you could join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready to begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, next we have oral communications. Do we have any speakers?
We do not.
Thank you. Next is the regular agenda. We have one item on tonight's agenda. It is project name Blooming House Montessori School, located, let's see, at 267 North L Community L. Do we have any speakers for this item?
No, we don't.
Okay. All right, I will turn it over to staff. Let's see, Associate Planner Stanley for a brief presentation.
Thank you, Zoning Administrator. So the suites for the project are located, like you said, at 267 North El Camino Real, Suites I, J, and K in the Via Encinitas Shopping Center. The zoning for the subject property is general commercial. The project request is to consider a minor use permit, use-004823-2021, to authorize the operation of a daycare, and a minor use permit modification, multi-5493-2022, and use -005495-2022 to amend condition of approval SCA4 in planning case number 14-046 to allow for daycare in suites J and K. The proposed daycare would have 3,134 square feet of indoor space. A parking study was prepared to ensure that the existing parking supply would adequately support the proposed land use. Blooming House Montessori School is proposed to operate Monday through Friday with a maximum of 40 students and 5 employees, which include teachers and staff. The weekday hours of operation are proposed from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. The existing parking supply for Via Encinitas Plaza is 152 parking spaces. The parking study found that the peak weekday parking demand is 130 parking spaces at noon, and the peak weekend parking demand is 137 parking spaces at 11:30 a.m. Therefore, the project will not exceed the maximum parking spaces required for the existing shopping center. A citizen participation program meeting for the project was held on September 23rd, 2021 at 6 p.m. via Zoom with no attendees. And the project has been determined to be exempt from environmental review pursuant to California Environmental Quality Act, Guidelines Section 15301A, which exempts interior or exterior alterations involving such things as interior partitions, plumbing, and electrical conveyances. The proposed project meets the criteria for the exemption, and none of the exceptions in Section 15300.2 exist. There was also a memo that was sent out earlier today in order to make a correction where it was said that the condition was going to be rescinded, but the condition is actually being amended. That does conclude the presentation. I am available for comments.
Okay. Thank you. Does the applicant wish to speak? Or no? All right, let the record shows that the applicant is present but do not wish to speak. So with that, I will open and close the public hearing. Just a follow-up questions for staff regarding the memo. So just to clarify that condition SCA4 of Notice of Decision 2015-14, you're amending that condition only to add the language for requiring a parking study in order to allow a school within the suites.
That's correct.
And then also to add a new condition, A05, to reference that all conditions of approval of that prior approval will remain in full force and effect unless specifically modified as part of the approval or the decision that is before us tonight.
Correct.
Okay. All right, so with that, I review the staff report and the conditions of approval, and with the suggested modifications to the notice of decision, with the modified conditions of approval, I move to approve case number multi-005493-2022 and other associated discretionary applications. Okay, so with that, I will close today's hearing until our next hearing. Thank you.
Thank you.